the lazy girl from the lazy girl world. If you have never been here before, welcome. Thank you for joining me into my world. And if you have been here before, what's up? Welcome back. It is so great to see you again. Either way, if you have or if you haven't, if you have not subscribed, and just because you're seeing me again does not mean you have subscribed. Go ahead and click the subscribe button before we get into it. Now, what are we getting into? We're getting into the TV show Debris. That is on ABC. It'll have its last episode on whatever day it usually comes out. I believe on Monday. So it's a 13 episode series. Now, do I think it's worth watching? Let me tell you right now what I think right now. Stay tuned. Don't move right now. Do I think it's worth watching? Is it worth watching? Yes, I do. Why? Sci-fi. What else? Aliens. Is that also sci-fi? Yes. What other reason? There's a British person. Look, this actually is a great TV show. I've been looking for a really good TV show to kind of take the place, you know, a good sci-fi TV show to take the place of all the sci-fi TV shows that are not on the air right now. You know, X-Files has been gone, okay? It was great, but it's gone. Fringe, gone. Extant, that they took off of CBS a long time ago, gone. It's a lot of stuff gone. Okay, now there are two actors on here. I'm not even going to pretend to act like I looked them up, okay? But they are great, okay? There's a British black lady. There's an American white guy. And we have them, they come together on like an MI6, or I don't know if they call it MI6, but the British governmental agency and the American government agency of Orbital have come together to investigate all of these like pieces, all of these spacecraft pieces. And they tell us at very beginning, so I promise you I'm not giving anything away. They've come together to investigate these spacecraft pieces that have fallen to Earth, and they're having like these weird effects on people. It kind of reminded me of the way they're doing it, kind of reminds me of Smallville, how like kryptonite came to Earth and like they're like, okay, we're gonna deal with this person that has been affected by kryptonite and this person that's affected by the kryptonite and this one and this one and this one. Like, so that whole first season of Smallville, you're like, yeah, the kryptonite people. That's kind of how it feels like this season 1 of Debris is going. So hopefully they get renewed because I'm liking it. But season 1 of Debris, they're like, okay, this person's been affected by this piece, this big, they're affected this way, this person is affected, blah, 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 so on and so forth. So you get it. Everybody has been affected by the debris. And interestingly enough, the show focuses not on whomever brought the debris, okay, because we assume it's aliens. We don't actually know. It focuses on the debris. So where it's alien, we assume it's alien because we're like spacecraft. Well, we don't know if it's alien. It could just be people. It could be like some fourth dimension stuff. Time travel. I don't know. We don't know. They don't get into it. I mean, last episode hasn't aired yet, so I don't know. So, like I said, it's a good sci-fi show, you know, to replace all the other sci-fi shows. Sci-fi doesn't really stay on that long on TV shows. I don't know if people don't give them a chance. If, like, the people that have the Nielsen thing, they're not watching it, okay? Please watch it. Let them know we're watching it. Or count us, too. Count the people that don't have the Nielsen thing. I'm watching it. Anyway, I digress. But like I said, sci-fi shows don't really last long. So obviously X-Files, Smallville, well, Smallville is superhero, so, you know, it's a whole different thing. But X-Files was probably the longest. Then you have Fringe, maybe Doctor Who, but I'm not into Doctor Who like that. I know, sue me, whatever. Not into Doctor Who. So, like I said, we're following these two people around, and there is this underlying theme of family that I like. And so I like that there's a connecting theme throughout the episode, and they bring it up so much. Like literally from episode 1, it always has to do with family, you know, family relationships, not wanting to leave each other, how much you love them, you know, loss, and all of that good stuff. It's not good, but all of that. So everything is affecting family, and it shows how much you should, you know, cherish your family. How, you know, it talks about how people grieve. Talks about how people grieve, you know, not even just family, but other people. And yeah, it's just literally all throughout that. So the two protagonists come together through a spirit of loss, you know, the woman, well, I'm not gonna give that part away, I'm not gonna say, but there's some loss that happens on both ends, so they're kind of like tortured souls trying to find all this debris. And so the guy has a negative outlook on life, you know, he's like, forget all y'all, let's find the debris, let's get home, let's listen to what everybody says. And she feels like, okay, well, I mean, the debris came here for a reason, whatever the heck that means. I mean, if spaceship crashed, okay, it crashed, there was no reason, something broke. But anyway, she feels like it's there for a reason, it's changing and affecting their lives for a reason. So, you know, we have those two opposing people, like I said, come together out of loss, and this whole thing deals with loss, family. And like I said, I like that because a lot of times in sci-fi shows, even if there is an underlying theme, you don't always see it. It's not always evident, okay? Or there isn't one, which is probably why they get canceled so often. They're like, what does this have to do with anything? I can't relate. So it's very relatable show. I don't think I ever cried in the episode. Maybe once. It's not a crying show. So even though they talk about family, it's not a crying show. It's kind of cool. It's like, oh, the debris is doing this. This is awesome. And so, you know, it's just like, oh, well, how does all of this fit together? There's a lot of stuff going on. Very sci-fi-y. So it took me a minute to get into it. So it might be that same way with you. The first episode was good, but it wasn't like, and there were, you know, they had the commercials and they had like, they kind of like tried to build traction. I don't know if they're in the billboards because I haven't been driving for real, but they tried to build the interest of us. So episode 1, it starts off pretty quick with some stuff and you're like, oh, okay. I mean, if you saw the previews, you saw the woman falling through the floor, okay? If you saw commercials, you saw her falling through the floor. So I'm not giving away anything that they haven't already given away. And so yeah, so that was like, oh, I have to watch it. But like I said, it took me a minute, and so it probably might be the same with you. It might have taken you a minute to get to it, but I'm here to tell you to get to it, okay? Get to it and watch the show. Once you get in it, you will not be disappointed. Now, is everything always like high action, action-packed, pow-pow, you know, beating people up? No. It is not that. So if that's what you're looking for, please lower your expectations. Okay, get them set. Okay, this is sci-fi, not action. So just be aware of that. But I do think that if you do watch the show and give it a chance, you know, you'll like it. So like I said, I think I said ABC. I think it's on ABC. Yeah, and it's a great show. I'm liking the writing. Okay, it's not too slow. You know, it's a little slower than I would like, but it's not too slow. Only 13 episodes, so obviously they're getting to the point quick, which I am a fan of, okay? Don't have me out here for 22 seasons, or 22 episodes in a season, and we only needed 10 of those. So I'm liking the 13 episode thing. Obviously, if it gets picked up for a longer season, you know, hopefully they'll be just as good as this first season. Everything will make sense and everything will be put together and it won't be like super slow season. So yeah, so like I said, it is definitely worth watching, especially if you're a sci-fi fan, if you're like fan of like spaceships. Obviously, like I said, we don't know where the spaceship's from. Could be alien, could be something else. We don't really know. It could be from us. But I really think you will like it. Please let me know if there's anything else that you would like for me to review. I will be reviewing Cruella, and I will be reviewing Quiet Place Part 2. I know some people have already looked at that, and so I may give spoilers on those, but if I do, I'll put the review at the beginning and the spoilers at the end, so that way you can, you know, chop it off right at the point, so that way I don't give anything away for you. So, like I said, thank you for watching me and joining the Lazy Girl world. If you haven't already, please subscribe wherever that button is on this thing, okay? I don't really know if it's gonna flip it. I don't know. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!